Feng Shui.
Feng Shui.
I don't know.
Here we are.
Back at the bar for another fresh crack. And actually, we're going to do a fresh crack this week.
Not like last week.
Not like last week. But we had to get the winter battled out.
Yeah.
So
kind of a surprise winner there. A little bit.
Buffy Trace? No.
No, not a surprise.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty glad that it moved on because I really like that bottle.
Yeah,
so.
I think that's, again, a lot of people talk about it. It is a good bottle.
Yeah.
It was against decent competition, but all in all, like we said, the blue run, and we said that when it tied to move on, that the blue run was just not what we thought it would be for 90.
But what we're here for today
is
the
barrel
proof battle. What do we got?
We got a good old staple of Wild Turkey Rare Breed.
Great bottle.
Great bottle.
Very good bottle.
Awesome bottle. If you can find it for under $50,
buy one or two.
Buy
a third.
Buy what they have.
Buy one for yourself. Buy one for a reserve. Buy one for
a friend. So, yeah, I got a couple of these in stock all times. Because as you can see, I drink them down.
Gets drank.
It's a really solid one, and it honestly, like I said, doesn't drink to its proof point.
No, it really doesn't. So Ben got me a bottle of this a few months back. It's 116. It doesn't really drink like a 116. To me, it drinks like 100.
Mm-hmm.
But what's cool about that bottle that I've experienced is the complexity's there.
Oh, yeah.
Man, the complexity's there. The depth of flavor's there. It's just a really good bottle for $55.
Yeah, turkey don't miss.
It's a really good bottle for the money if you can find it for that $55. Yep. Over here, we got the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. This has won Fresh Crack or second?
It won. It won unanimous.
So this one...
It's our only one that's won unanimous.
We've done so many that I can't remember, but this is honestly... probably one of my favorite bottles we've done down here.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
For a winner. And then what's our new fresh crack here?
Our new bottle is the Penelope Barrel Proof.
Okay.
So this offering is from Penelope. They're in Bardstown, Kentucky. We haven't given you the spiel on this, so we'll give it to you now. 113.9 proof, so it's actually going to be the lowest proof that we're drinking today. This is a 4-grain bourbon, so the only 4-grain that's in this.
Okay. What are the other ones?
The other one, that's going to be a corn, malted barley, and rye, and corn, malted barley, and rye.
Gotcha.
None of these are wheated, other than this one. This one has wheat in it, being a 4-grain. So really cool. This is batch number 12 for anybody that's wondering. So yeah, this is actually my first Penelope. I've heard a lot of good things about them.
Nice.
The cask finish ones, I have an Architect that I haven't opened yet. But I keep going back to the barrel proof because I really, really enjoy the barrel proof stuff.
Yep.
To get those complexity of flavors. And again, like we say, it might not be your everyday sipper, but it's one that you can grab something off the shelf that you're like, hey, try this. It's a little bit different. Or it's a little bit of a spin-off.
I call it the Friday pour.
Or Friday pour is a good
Friday
one too.
Pour. That's my barrel proof.
So that'll be our C bottle today, is the Penelope Barrel Proof Batch 12.
Nice.
I don't know if we said it, but the Elijah Craig is the C922 batch.
You did, and this is 124.8.
So she's going to be our hottest one.
So that's definitely going to be the hottest. But if I remember correctly, that also kind of drank lower
than its proof point.
Yeah, it wasn't like anything super crazy there.
Yep.
And that is your bottle B.
And that means glass A is going to be our Turkey Rare Breed. So we're going to pour these out.
Yep.
Mix them up, and then turn around and we'll mix them up for each other, and then we'll get right into these. So A, B, C. Get pouring on these.
So I'm going to be using my whiskey tasting journal here for today. And like last week, I'm actually going to write the name down on them after we're done so I remember which one it actually is.
Yeah, we got looking back at Keith's notes, and he actually wasn't writing the names of these down when we started revealing them.
Completely useless. Hey, we're learning.
Oh, we can go back to the videos.
Yeah, we can.
Let me see your A glass, Keith.
Pretty sure that's A.
I'm pretty sure you're going to want more of this.
The rare breed?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I'm not going to argue.
So, we, for our warm-up today, we always do a warm-up. And
We did something a little bit different today.
For the warm-up, to try to start getting a little bit more of these fleshed out, pick some stuff apart. What we did was our own blind
tasting,
taste,
really,
so to speak.
Yeah.
We had each other pour one from the bar. Anything that's open, that's what I do for anything down here, fair game.
Yep.
And we each poured ourselves one. And I was kind of a jerk and picked one for Keith that he's never had before. So
Which
I kind
was
of felt
fair.
bad.
It was fine.
I kind of felt bad, but I poured him my cheapest bottle of whiskey down here. And he's like, I don't know, man. He's like, I think that's probably like a $40, $50 bottle. Or what did you say?
67.
60. Sorry. It said $60 bottle.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's my cheapest bottle of whiskey I have down here.
15?
That is $15 mellow corn bottled in bond.
And I liked it. I honestly liked it.
And you coming from the Scotch mentality of stuff, like we tell folks all the time, you can get really good bottles for $40 or under $40.
Yeah.
You can get some really nice, good bottles.
And that mellow corn really honestly surprised me. I was like, man,
that's my second bottle of it, dude.
That doesn't drink like a $15 bottle of bourbon.
No.
Not even close.
Corn whiskey, not bourbon.
Oh, corn whiskey, sorry.
Got to be fair with it.
Yeah,
so it doesn't have to be bourbon to be bottled in bond.
I did not know that. You learn something new every day.
It's just be aged 4 years, federally bonded warehouse, made in America.
So what is a Craig? That's bottle B.
Bottle B.
Bottle B.
Bottle B. This is the good old barrel proof
Craig. So we just got a new Wise Craig bottle, the toasted.
We got it toasted.
So I'm looking forward to that one.
Which we could probably put that in with like a double oaked or a finished barrel, something like that battle going forward. Maybe that's the one we put against the Angels. Ooh, there it is. Angels.
Yep.
Rum cask.
Versus that toasted.
And the toasted.
That's not a bad idea.
A little bit of different finishes on.
So we got a Breckenridge rum. And we got the Angels Envy, which is a port.
The port finish, yep.
And then we got the Elijah Craig toasted barrel.
Yep.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. A little bit of unique, different finishes. Yeah.
Finish battle.
Here we go.
Now we have to open a new one. I've been waiting on this.
Nice. And how much was this?
60.
Whoa. Getting crazy over here.
It's a long bottle.
We're going to have to cut them off already.
65.
$65. Where'd you get this bottle?
This was a K&M.
K&M? Nice.
Yep. Which they have them all the time. They have Architects. They got this one. They got...
Are you going to struggle with the...
I am. I can't see down here with the lack of light.
We changed the lighting a little bit. It looks really good on camera, but behind you in the bar, it's a little dark.
Yep. So, all right, everyone quiet on the set for the cork pop, Penelope.
Yeah, 6.5.
Decent.
Is it a real cork?
Artie cork.
Ah, what the frig. Smells like rubber.
So Keith said this, and he says this with like all the wine bottles. And that's why we do them all the time. He said they look stupid. And then I pull them down, and he's like, "Okay, that's an alright bottle."
Yeah, this one looks okay because
it's nice. It's elegant.
The label's really cool. It's got nice font. It looks nice.
The company's named after the guy's daughter. I mean, there's
cool.
A lot of cool story that goes with the bottlings. I don't know all of it. I don't claim to know all of it. Just what I hear.
All right, mix me up.
Oh, Keith says mix them up first. I haven't even poured mine. All right.
Oh, you didn't pour yours yet? Oh, okay.
I just finished. I'm good. So.
I feel like he's just lifting them up and putting them back down.
Sure am. Alrighty. So you're all mixed, good to go.
Okay.
Mixy mix. See what we got. So.
There you are.
Perfect. Keith didn't even mix them. Let's go. All right. So.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So the Penelope is one that I've been meaning to try for a while, and I've just been waiting for bottles to put it against because, like we saw, the Craig, once it got put up against stuff that was lower proof than it, handily beat it.
Yeah, it like demolished it.
Yeah. So I'm really curious to see how this is going to go with these ones today because I enjoyed both of those, but fair warning, we did come off of tasting like 90 proofers and 100 proofers.
Yeah, we started
So,
off a lower.
They're going to be a little bit hotter. We didn't prep with a barrel proof before this battle.
No, we did not.
That's what we're going to have. So I'm going left to right, like always.
I might sneeze.
Oh, dude, just the depth on the nose.
That is incredible. That smells
The difference.
amazing. Yeah.
With any of them.
It's making me sneeze.
I mean, there's just a different depth of richness, I think, when you put a barrel proof whiskey out there.
I agree because, like, so we've had a few, but these smell amazing.
Yeah,
like this one, the even just in the nose is really the depth of just the smell of it is different. I can't really explain it other than it's more complex. It really is.
All right, I'm going in for the taste.
Cheers.
I can't just handle it on the nose.
Ooh. Spicy. A little bit of a bite on the front end, which is to be expected there.
With a barrel proof product.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. A little bit of spicy, a little bit of sweet. Whew, man. That is so stinking good.
I have a flavor I'm trying to pick up and I can't figure it out. And that's the thing with half-ounce pours, like you only get really 2 tastes.
Yeah,
ish.
At most. At most.
But it was a nice, I almost want to say like a toffee.
Okay.
Kind of a flavor with that one, but like a rich toffee.
Okay.
You know.
We need to bring out that tasting board that we had. That was really cool. So this is the tasting table
from the blind barrels samples.
From the wine barrels, and what it has is a bunch of different things for like tasting. It has cereal, like a vegetal, woody, spicy, roasted, winey, tasty, and it kind of just goes through the different adjectives you'd use to describe it.
It throws stuff out there for you to compare it with.
Yep, like smoky, caramel, toffee, almond, coffee. And I don't know all of these adjectives to describe the bourbons yet. So something like this, it's super helpful for somebody that's new to it, new to doing blinds, doing tastings. I'm almost going to go on a little bit of the toffee route on the smell and the even the taste on this one.
I can't pick the smell out though.
No,
what I think the smell
my nose is really stuffy today. So,
well, the grass has been in pollen right now like crazy.
Yep.
So,
but I do get a little bit of vanilla on this one.
Okay.
And we were just talking about this
on
today.
The nose side of it, or
no, more on the flavor.
Okay.
The flavor, I'm getting a lot of spice. I'm getting a little bit of sweet, but that vanilla, which makes me think the turkey route. We talked about that a little bit before starting here today. That those turkey bourbons kind of lend towards those vanilla-y notes, especially like the Russell's 10. And then going to the Russell's Reserve.
Gotcha. So glass 2.
I think my sniffer's broken. Whew. Sweet. That's what I'm getting on the nose.
Sniffing on barrel proofs, man.
That first one messed my nose up, made me sneeze and stuffed my nose up. I'm getting so much sweet out of that. Like molasses sweet.
Just like a sweet.
Yeah, like
I would say like caramel.
Yep, molasses, caramel sweet.
Like I don't want to say toasted marshmallow because you don't really get a smell from that too much. It's like a caramel, dude, just like a melted, like a hot caramel sweet.
Yeah, so what this reminds me of is like going into the barn when we used to give molasses to horses.
Okay.
to make them gain weight.
Mm-hmm.
And you would open that tin of molasses to put on their grain.
And that's what a lot of these smells and tastes we talk about. It's just picking back on old memories.
Yeah, that's what that reminds me of. But more, I would say a little bit more caramel than molasses. Wow. Hot. Ooh.
The proof on that one definitely more than the proof on the last. Proof's there with that one.
Whoa.
But
wow,
that finish, dude.
So my flavor notes, high proof.
Yeah.
High proof.
The proof's definitely there between the first one and the second one.
Complex for sure.
I'll tell you this, it's not Stag, or formerly Stag Junior, as some people call it.
Ooh.
It ain't that hot, but it's hot.
That's hot.
You know.
I love the smell on this whatever glass number 2 here.
Yeah, the smell is there, and the aftertaste, the richness and depth of that, it's like a caramel fudge kind of.
I'll tell you what,
Sunday finish. It's warm. It
that sucker is hot.
The baby's got proof on it.
Ooh.
You know.
But man, like, wow, the complexity of when you first taste it, the proof hits you in the face, and then the proof kind of mellows out, and you get more of the flavor. But just literally sitting here and letting it kind of sit on your palate, you can feel those oils stay there.
Oh, it's super oily.
Super, super oily. Stay on your tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Super complex. The depth of flavor is insane. Wow. If you can get past that proof bite, the flavor on that is wicked. It really is. That's really good. I'm getting...
That's why I give it that lip smack or whatever you want to call it.
Good.
Put some airbag to it.
It's kind of funny. Oh, man. I'm definitely getting a
very oily, dude.
Yeah, but definitely like a caramel... If I could describe that flavor, it is caramel sweet. Right on the front end, towards the back end.
Mm-hmm.
But oily. Definitely oily. So
out of those two, which way are you shading
today?
Oh
man, that's hard because they're different. They're really different.
Yep. In different distilleries, and like we said, different mash bills, obviously.
I don't like the punch you in the face proof.
Mm-hmm.
That's not me.
Maybe over a cube. Maybe with a flick of water.
If you put that on the rocks for me, out of this world. A small rock, not to overpower it.
I'm telling you, with a nice cigar.
Ooh. Yep. But yeah,
I think that would be a really good one.
I think this one would be one that I would try with a couple drops of water first, like Chris from Black Button was saying, at K&M. Do with that and see if that changes it. But the complexity of it, out of my glass too, out of this world. Yep. The depth of that flavor, that was really good.
Mm-hmm. So third glass, see where we're at. Time-wise, about 18 minutes in, doing all right. Not too bad.
What are you thinking?
All right, so I'm gonna make a call right now.
Ooh.
After I taste it, I'm gonna taste it first.
Okay, I'm ready.
But I know what this is off the nose.
Okay, what are you thinking?
I'll tell you if I'm still with it after the taste.
So my nose just, I don't know why, but after that first smell,
100%,
so stuffy.
110%. Dude, I know what this is.
I have no idea what it is. You think you got rare breed knocked down? He just took a big swig on this over here.
100%. That's rare breed.
I don't know what that is on my third glass, but it's great.
Yeah.
That is so smooth.
Don't listen to me. Have your own opinions.
No, I mean, so that third glass that I just took a sip out of, drinks smoother and easier than the 90 proofs we've done. Honestly, it's just, if I could say one thing about that, is just smooth. That is so smooth.
Mm-hmm.
No bite. Not super spicy to me.
Mm-hmm.
I could drink a bottle of that. It's sweet on the nose. Oh, man.
Well, I gotta figure out the rest of my places.
So that's number one. You're putting that. You got number one, or you or third place?
I didn't say it was number one. I just said I knew what it was.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna go back to glass number 1, 2, and then back to 3. If I put rare breed last, I'm gonna be upset.
That's why we do these. You know that, right? I do these to disappoint you and catch you off balance when we're
No, it's cool because when you do the blinds, you take a bottle that you think is the greatest bottle in the world, and then you put it up against something else that you do a blind and you love, and then you're like, okay, maybe I should go get a bottle of Craig over the rare breed.
Mm-hmm. If you can find them too. I mean, and that's the thing about the Craigs is they do 3 batches a year. They do the ABC batches.
Okay.
This is the C922 batch. For anybody that's following along, and a lot of people really like the C922 batch. I mean, I have another, I think, 3 or 4 other Craig different batches. I don't have any repeats of them,
right?
Because I haven't opened them, so I don't know which ones I want to rebuy.
Right. Sure.
And I think this is the most I've ever paid for one.
Okay.
75, which is I think about normal right about now.
Gotcha.
Used to be able to get them for cheaper, and it used to be a age stated 12-year-old product, dude.
Right.
I mean, 12-year-old bourbon for like $50 back in the day, $60 or whatever.
Right.
Used to be real killers, and I think they are still good bottles.
So one thing I'm going to do on my journal is that I haven't done is I'm going to rank them. So I put the date on my journal. So I'm going to put in the other notes, I'm going to put what they actually got for me personally. So right now, my glass 1, I'm putting 3rd place. So I'm going to put in my notes, this is 3rd.
Your glass 1.
Yeah, my glass 1 is going to be 3rd place. So it's just something I thought about. I'm like, it'd be kind of cool to understand where they ranked that day. So I got the date, the bottle, and then the placing. Ooh.
High proofer?
Ooh, yeah.
Jump back to it.
I did. And man, it's there. So 124. I think that's the highest I've ever had. You almost lost it, guys. Was it the high proof?
Yeah.
I got him.
Oh.
Did it go down the wrong tube?
I went to swish it in my mouth, and part of it went down.
So I'm stuck between my 2nd and 3rd glass.
So excuse me, I really did enjoy that higher proof one. But when I went to swirl it there to get that second taste on it, that's going to put it to 3rd for me today.
Just didn't like it.
Well, just because I couldn't give it a fair shake the second time around.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
So the second one, I'm going to go with number 3. Second glass, 3rd place. I'm pretty sure it's the Craig because of the proof.
Okay.
B glass. Yep, that's the Craig. Good bottle. I think to be a little bit more prepared for it, I would do a warm up, like we talked about. Like I said, I just tried to give it a little swish in my mouth, and it kind of hit the back of my throat when I swished
And it was too much.
and it just hit, and it
Hard.
all just.
It was in your face.
It popped on me. So
yeah.
And that's the only thing. I think it just punches a little bit too hot.
Yeah.
Again, we're in late June, early July right now, so
yeah.
barrel proofs are not something that you're typically sipping straight up neat.
Not
put them on a cube or something, maybe, and have a cigar.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
But it's not to say you put a couple drops of water in it or put it on ice and it's going to be great.
Yeah, you can knock it down to where you want it in proof, or put it over a big cube of ice and really enjoy it, or be sitting out on the patio and, like I said, have a pour of it and be good with it. But we're trying to almost speed taste these too.
That Craig, when I come in from snowmobiling,
it'll warm you right
and I'm
up.
cold. It's been a
100%.
long day. I'm gonna pour a glass of that.
I mean, I put it third today, but I still think it's worth $70.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of flavor. That's a lot of complexity.
The proof value is there.
Yeah.
It might have hit the shitter on the points, but
it's still a good bottle.
It's still good.
All right, so that was your third place. What's second?
Second, I'm gonna go with glass number 1.
Okay.
Which was the toffee sweetness. Kind of got a little bit of off profile note with this that I get with Black Button, who's also runs a 4 grand mash bill.
Yep.
So I kind of had that off flavor kick in the back of my mind, and I think the glass number 1 is the Penelope.
Okay, makes sense.
So glass C.
Glass C.
Yep. Is the Penelope.
He's got it.
So Penelope goes second for me.
Yep.
Let me get these written down here. So Craig goes 0 for me, unfortunately.
Yep.
The Penelope,
second place,
goes 3 points for me. And then, I mean, like I said, right off the nose,
you knew it.
Right off the taste, I was like,
"That's turkey.
You can't kill it, dude. You can't.
Would you call it the bracket killer?
The bracket killer, dude.
Yeah,
you can't. Every time you want to try to throw something in and say it's a good one, throw a rare breed in it, throw a Russell's 10 in with it.
Yeah,
they're bracket busters.
Game on.
Yeah, Turkey's gonna hand it.
All right, so rare breed.
Turkey handed it to him, dude.
So rare breed wins for Ben
off the random shelf pull to put one into the mix with.
All right, so my third place is C.
C. So that's Penelope.
Penelope C.
So Penelope goes 0.
And I kind of figured that. And the reason I say that is because I remember what the Craig tastes like, and I have had enough of the rare breed. I remember what that tastes like. So I was like, yeah, this is kind of just, out of all 3 of these, that was the most one note to me.
Okay.
The least complexity. I love complexity.
It's the 4 grain. The 4 grain, I've noticed, just comes a little flat to me a lot of times.
It's just the I'm not to say the depth of flavor isn't there, because it does carry through, but the complexity isn't there.
And these are heavy hitters.
They are heavy hitters.
That's the thing. These are all. I would spend the value of these bottles on any of these bottles.
Yep.
And
honestly, the Penelope for $65,
it's a good bottle.
For $65, I think they got it priced right for me.
For what it is.
For me, I think that it's there.
Even though it's in your third place slot. Like I said, just because we rank it third
doesn't mean
it's a bad bottle.
No, it doesn't mean it's bad at all. Because that's a good bottle. I would drink that.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure.
I think it's really good. I mean, I put it second place today.
All right. Second place for me is B.
That's Craig.
That's a Craig. I knew it was a Craig. That sucker is hot.
Yeah, she came off hot. And
that is hot.
I mean, we've had 80-some degree days the last couple days.
That's hot. But the complexity through the freaking roof.
And like I said, the only reason I threw it third today is because she bit back at me a little bit too hard there, and I couldn't give it a second on the fair shake.
Number 1,
Turkey. A unanimous turkey
wins.
What are you gonna do?
And honestly,
a rare breed, man. It's a freaking it lives up to the name, rare breed.
When we get an opportunity to get another bottle of that,
of what, rare breed?
Yeah, I'm going to get another one because... So I've had Russell's 10, 2 bottles of that, the Rare Breed, E.H. Taylor, Evan Williams, Ben's Custom Mix.
Turkey Tail.
Turkey
which
Tail.
is Rare Breed and Russell's.
And then there was another one. I don't remember what it was, but...
Craig small batch.
Yeah. And at the house, at my house.
Yeah.
Out of all the bottles that I've had from Ben's Bar, mind you, from Ben's Bar, the Rare Breed is probably Rare Breed is probably number 1, and to be frank, number 2 is Russell's 10. But that Rare Breed it's really freaking good.
Yeah, and it's when we do this best bottles of the year that we've had or whatever, we really need to look at these and be like, random, seed them, so to speak, because we don't want to put something against something, and we'll just do a random number generator. We'll put every number in there. We'll 1 through 16. We'll draw a random number, and just assign them out. And I think that's what we'll do. 16, a 16 bottle bracket for the best bottle that we've had this year. I think is a fair one. And so we wanted to do this different with a 3-way matchup. How do we do that?
I'm not quite sure.
We're gonna have to think on this a little bit.
We'll have to figure it out for you guys.
Maybe it's not.
If you got ideas, let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe it's 18 and we go 3-way battles.
You're way better at numbers than me.
I'm sorry, it's in my head.
When we shoot 3D, he keeps scoring his head. I can't do it. I don't have enough fingers and toes.
Yeah. So we'll have to figure this out because, again, what do we do if we have 2 bottles move on? It's hot. She bites.
So it's like kind of like a bite that you invite back later.
Dude, yeah, exactly.
Right? I mean, like it is like somebody slaps you, you're like, let me get another one of those.
Crazy chick from college.
Exactly.
Yeah, that one. Again, dude, I would buy any one of these bottles again. Not saying I would have to. Okay. I will always have to have a Rare Breed on the shelf.
Yeah.
I don't have to have a Craig C922 or a Penelope barrel strength.
Yeah.
But I think they're both great bottles.
They're priced right.
And they're priced very, very competitively for those barrel proof bottles. And I don't think, I mean, they did get beat today, don't get me wrong, by a bottle that's the cheapest one on the list.
Well, $55?
48,
after tax?
48 I paid for that in March. I mean, you see my little
March
sticker?
23?
March 23, $48. They were at K&M today for 49 with, plus tax, but 49. 1 bottle left. I have two in storage, so I'm doing okay right now.
Should have bought another one.
I have enough bourbon where it's not that big of a deal for me right now.
I would have bought it.
Dude, I just dropped $200 today. What?
What?
Sorry, I forget my wife watches these. So we actually have some really cool bottles coming up.
We do. A lot of cool ones.
We had a black button that was really good at our tasting at K&M we did
last week or
a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
And we got the pre-prohibition to crack at some point. We have an Elijah Craig Toasted that K&M's got. And then the other ones are sitting right down there by Keith.
Yeah.
The other 2 we picked up.
Kentucky Owl Bourbon Whiskey, and this is the confiscated barrel.
Fancy. Schmancy.
Yep. And then the one that you might have seen on TV if you watch NASCAR, because it's on all their freaking commercials.
They've been pushing this one hard, dude.
The Jack Daniel's bottled in bond.
Yeah, so that one's been getting a ton of good reviews. It was on the shelf today. Had a couple extra bucks. I did pretty good, working these last few weeks. Had a couple extra bucks. And I figured it was time to grab a couple more bottles. So I don't know.
We're over 200 now.
It's got to be goddamn close, dude.
God,
I've been
close. We're at like 175, and that was like 4 months ago.
I've killed a couple since then. So
that doesn't count because just because they're empty doesn't mean they don't count.
Yeah. We might be on the knocking on the 200.
Hey,
200 bar.
And shout out to K&M. It was so much fun.
The Father's Day tasting
that we did.
Which actually we did this guy.
Yeah, we did the Barman
and the GFB, which the GFB could stay at your house because I have no desire for that one.
GFB is good fucking bourbon. Excuse our language, but that is the name of the bourbon. Yeah. And it was interesting because that did better then the barman
for sales.
for sale. So how many bottles did we sell at K&M? Like a dozen. A
Yep.
dozen. So shout out to K&M, Barb and Mark. Thank you, and Nick. That was really fun.
Courtney.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope we did okay selling some bottles. That was really cool. Hope we get to do that again. But thank you to K&M because they gave us the leftover bottle of Barman that we did the tasting of. So we'll probably do that at some point.
And I mean, it's off camera now, but Mark and Barb gave me their handle Willet lamp, which I got to get a shade and a bulb for. Tested it out. It works great. Looks good.
Really bright.
Really bright on the bar. That's the only reason why we're not putting it on the bar for the videos. But we'll probably use it either like in my office or maybe on the outdoor bar.
Yeah.
On the table next to it, something like that.
Yep.
But yeah, just a lot of cool stuff coming down the pipes. And maybe next time we'll do a blind barrel.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we don't know what's there. So we can pour them in individual glasses, taste them, because we don't know what got poured ahead of time.
Yeah, cool.
So we don't muddy the water. But
awesome. Cool.
Rare breed moving on, and
rare breeds in winter.
If you see them, if you can get them for $50,
buy them.
I would buy them. I would almost buy a case of them.
Buy all of them.
Well, and K&M, they have them in stock most of the time. If not, they're usually there middle of the week when they get their deliveries. Ryan's has them fairly regularly.
Okay.
That's the only other place really that I see rare breed on, available on the shelf daily.
For a decent price.
Yeah, I mean, and I've seen it at places for $75-$80, and I'm saying that it's worth that. But if you know a place that's got it for $50 or it takes care of you, I'd go there. K&M.
K&M. Go to K&M.
Go to K&M.
They're really nice people. I got the pleasure during our tasting there to meet Mark and Courtney, spend some time with Nick. It was just, they're great people. They take care of us.
Folks.
And when we walked in there, it was hustle and bustle, and they were taking care of their customers. And I was really impressed with their commitment to having people enjoy whatever they want, whether it's bourbon or tequila or vodka or whatever. If you can find a small, I call them mom and pop shops, go there, support them, give them your love, give them your money, buy some liquor there, whether it's K&M or your small local store. It keeps those guys in business, and it keeps us buying bottles.
100%.
So awesome. So the rare breed moves on to live another day, and we got another Fresh Crack Friday at the bar.
Absolutely. So thank you everyone for tuning in.
Thanks, guys.
And really appreciate all the support, everything like that. And again, if you want to see something featured upcoming,
let us know.
Something you want us to go out there and look for, hunt for, etc.
Yeah, because we do.
Let us know in the comments. Yeah. We're always looking for something, and that's why I picked up the bonded, just because Keith said the other day, he's like, man, I saw this Jack Daniels bonded commercial, and I'm just like, all right, let's go grab a bonded.
We'll try it out.
Throw it into the thing. Maybe we'll do a bonded battle.
Throw it into the mix. We definitely need to do a bonded battle.
It's going to be tough to find 3 really good bonded ones to put in the battle.
I know a really good one that starts with E and ends with H.
Yep. Nailed it. So, until next time, guys, really appreciate it. And thanks for checking us out. We'll catch y'all next time down here at the bar. I'm Ben.
I'm Keith. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
See ya.